Top Notch family, what is going on? So we do got some NBA news coming out involving the Golden State Warriors, the Miami Heat, and the Toronto Raptors. So it said there's a potential three-team trade framework that could send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors, Andrew Wiggins to the Toronto Raptors, and Bruce Brown to the Miami Heat. Now, how do I feel about this? Well, let's start off with the Golden State Warriors, right? The Golden State Warriors, they already came out and pretty much said Steph Curry and Draymond Green was like, listen, we don't want to trade all of our assets to get a star player. This is going to ruin our future. They don't plan to do that. And so with this, they're only getting rid of Andrew Wiggins. At the time, it was possibly Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, or maybe Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Pods. They felt like that was too much for a Jimmy Butler that is aging. I think this makes perfect sense to swap Wiggins out and add a Jimmy Butler and not trade too much. You feel what I'm saying? And so I like this from the Golden State Warriors side. They completely fell off in the Western Conference early in the year. They were a top team. They traded for Dennis Schroeder. Now they probably like, listen, if we get Jimmy Butler, we'll probably be back in that top six. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, and obviously Draymond Green. So we'll see what happens with that. And then obviously Andrew Wiggins to the Toronto Raptors. He's probably the odd man out because Andrew Wiggins probably still wants to compete. He still wants to contend. He's still young enough. He's still a very solid player in the league. And for the Toronto Raptors, they're kind of in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, which is just like unfortunate, unless Andrew Wiggins gets shipped off to the Miami Heat. Now that makes more sense if the money works, because then Andrew Wiggins gets shipped off to the Miami Heat. He can obviously still contend in the Eastern Conference because the Miami Heat will still have Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, Kelly Jovic, Jaime, Terry Rozier. The team will still be solid enough for them to contend. Now, if he went to the Toronto Raptors, they're not going to win as much. It will be fun, though, to see Wiggins, R.J. Barrett, and Scotty Barnes all play together. All 6'7", 6'8" wings. You know what I mean? Dominating. That'll be pretty cool to watch. And then it says Bruce Brown to the Miami Heat. I know the Miami Heat do have interest in Bruce Brown, so I see why this framework package has been brought up. Obviously, the Toronto Raptors want to get rid of Bruce Brown. I brought it up earlier. They're in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, and Bruce Brown just doesn't fit their timeline, and Bruce Brown obviously wants to win. Bruce Brown, I think, still a really, really good player. We haven't really heard too much about him. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries. Then he went to the Pacers because he signed that massive contract. But the year that really stood out to me the most was that Denver Nuggets year, right? He could play 1 through 4, playmaking ability, can guard 1 through 4, right? Like I said, came off the bench and was a huge backup piece for this team and helped them win a championship against that Miami Heat team. So I feel like he could do that still with any contender team. So if it was like Bruce Brown to Miami or Bruce Brown anywhere else, I think it's good. But I don't think this is a bad three-team trade framework. Let me know what you guys think. Keep liking, keep sharing if you guys want to stay updated to all NBA news.